Welcome to today's Bible study. As we dive into Esther 6, this chapter is a masterpiece of a divine irony where God's unseen hands move in a way that no human plan ever could. It's a story of unexpected twists and how God uses the ordinary to bring in the extraordinary. Let's explore the pivotal moment together. So today, when we go over Bible study, I want you to picture this. It is a sleepless night in the palace of King Xerxes. The grand halls are quiet. The city outside is still, but the king is restless, tossing and turning. He calls for royal records to be read to him. Perhaps a dull monetary of official documents will lure him to sleep. But this night is no accident, no coincidence. It's a moment where God's divine timing begins to unfold. The servant opens the record and reads the event the king had forgotten. How Mordecai, a Jew, in the king's court, once uncovered a plot to assassinate him. Xerxes paused. What honor or recognition have we given this man? He asked. This answer was simple, nothing. Mordecai's heroic deed had gone unnoticed, unrewarded until now. Meanwhile, Haman, the king's right-hand man, entered the palace early, eager to carry out his own dark plan. He intends to ask Mordecai to be hanged, and gallows aloud prepared this twist of pride. But before Haman can speak, the king interrupts him. What should have been done to the man the king delights to be honored? Xerxes asked. Haman, blinded by these arrogance, assumed that the king is talking about him. He answered, drips with the self-importance. Dress this man in royal robes. Place him on a horse and the king has ridden, and let the one king noble officials parade him through the city, proclaiming, this is what is done to the man that the king delights to honor. The king nods. Excellent. Do everything you have said, but for Mordecai, the Jew, and Haman, you're the one to lead the horse. Now think about how Haman's face is in the pride of what he just heard and everything he went. Imagine the humiliation Haman feels as he leads Mordecai, dressed in royal robes, through the city streets. The same Mordecai he sought to destroy now stands in a picture of king's favor. What Haman meant for harm, God used it for good. So when you think about Haman's family warns him that his downfall is inevitable. God of Mordecai is not God to be opposed. But even as Haman plots and schemes, the wheels of justice are turning fast that he can control. The stage is being set and a divine reversal of everything is set to change. So today, in Esther 6, is reminding us that God's timing is perfect, even when we can't see it. Who would have thought a sleepless night and a forgotten record can change the course of history? This chapter shows us that no that act or faithfulness, no matter how small, is ever overlooked by God. Mordecai's time to be honored to come, and it would come just as no one predicted. Where in your life do you feel unseen or forgotten? Remember, God's plans are always at work, even when it feels like nothing is happening. His timing is never late. So today, I challenge you to reflect on areas of your life. Where can you feel like God's silent? Remember, his faithfulness went unnoticed for years, but God did not forget. Trust that God is working behind the scenes in your life, even in the ordinary moments. If this message encouraged you, share it with someone who might need to be reminded that God sees and honors faithfulness. And take a moment this week to thank God for his timing, trusting that he is always at work. Thank you for joining me today in Bible study in Esther 6. Be encouraged. God's plans are always greater than our own, and his timing is always perfect. Remember that even in the smallest moments, he is working for the good. Stay faithful, stay hopeful, and trust in his unfailing love. See you next time. You have a blessed, wonderful day. One day at a time, we'll get the entire book of the Bible.